Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing today? So, I've been keeping an eye on Foodie Beauty to see what she's been up to, see if there was anything interesting. Because if she did anything that looked boring, I was just going to skip it. I really don't have patience for Foodie today. I got none, absolutely none. So, Foodie has done two lives today. One was with Sala, and it was just a lot of rehashed, recycled stuff. Her talking about everything on TikTok, talking about FFG, just talking about everything that we've heard a million times before. And then she did another live called, Well, Now I Know the Truth About Missy Moo. So she's going off on Missy Moo. And why is she going off on Missy Moo? Well, because of something that happened a while ago. It's kind of old tea. uh, the situation where Missy Moo went into FFG's chat and sent FFG a super chat. Yeah, so it's taken this long for Foodie Beauty to go off on it, but I guess that's par the course for Foodie. She'll even take old things that don't matter anymore and make them into content, make them into topics of conversation because she has no new original ideas, nor does she want to bother to look. So the situation with Missy that happened a while ago, suddenly now it's making her angry and she's doing a live about it. And she's talking about everything on TikTok and the haters and the bullying, blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to give my thoughts. So, what are we doing today? I'm going to go over her community post. I'm going to go over the live and show you some really cool stuff on Twitter. Okay? So, let's see. You know what? Hold on. There's something that I want to show first, but I don't know if, okay. Yes, I can share it. So there's my other screen. So, Missy Moo, listen, you're not welcome over here. I don't like you. Not just because you're a VIB, which would make you an enabler, Chantal, but you've done a lot of dirty dealings behind the scene. You know what I'm talking about. But you're acting so outraged over what Chantal has done with BBJ. Let me just throw this in your face. Okay? Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can pull this over. Doggone it. It won't let me do it. It's just not going to let me do it. It keeps opening it on the other screen. Let's see if I can make this work. For some reason, it keeps going to my other screen. There we go. All right. What you're seeing in front of y'all, that was a picture that Missy Moo put on her own Instagram a while ago. This was January the 2nd. This is her dog. This is her poor dog. Does that look like a happy, healthy, well taken care of animal? No, not at all. And that's courtesy of No Beezer, but this was posted by Missy Moo. So, you know, you want to wag your finger at Foodie Beauty for not taking care of her cats. Look at your poor dog. That poor baby's face needs to be washed. Looks like you're not too good about taking care of your animals, Missy Moo. Not at all. I mean, you posted this picture. You posted this picture, ma'am. You posted that on your Insta. All right. So, yeah, Chantal is a piece of crap for the way that she treated BBJ and Sam. She's vile, she's evil, but your health care doesn't for your pets doesn't seem to be much better. And I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I not only were you in Chantal's chat enabling all of her problems and backing her up there, but you were doing some dirty stuff in the name of Foodie Beauty behind the scenes, going after people and all that. And you might still be doing it. So don't you dare come over here. Don't you dare. You're not welcome. You stay away from my channel, ma'am. You know, Chantal's a piece of crap for what she did to her cats, but when I saw that picture of your dog, and I'm like, girl, bye. Seriously, just get out of here. Done with you. All right, so let's go on to the other stuff. Okay, let's go on to her community post because there's not that many and they're not that long. She, you know, there's not like mini novels in her community post. Let's see. I got to get there first. Okay, so Foodie's been doing little mini rages in her community post. So she says 4 hours ago, okay, so I know you've seen me change my banner so many times. It's because I can't figure out who the heck I am on social media. I don't have a niche. I'm just me. I mukbang, share my life, go live, talk about everything and anything. And well, I decided to change my banner again. I don't feel like I am only food, so my previous banner didn't make much sense. Doing only food is kind of boring to me, and I like just turning on the camera and doing and saying whatever. Well, a more subdued version now for sure. The superstar stuff is totally ironic and not serious. Okay, see ya. You know what, Foodie? You have a problem with food. You got a serious problem with food. Are there people on YouTube that are mukbangers? Absolutely. There's lots of people who do mukbangs. But should you be doing mukbangs of any kind? No, because you have a problem with food. You're not getting on camera and just eating a little bit. You go too far because you have a problem with food. You are essentially monetizing your problem. And at the same time, you're monetizing it by putting it into live stream and video form. At the same time, you're looking for the feedy people to become your enablers, to send you super chats, and also send you money privately through PayPal for custom requests. So that's the difference between yourself and people who do regular mukbangs. They're getting on camera with a certain kind of spread of food or different kinds of food and all of that. You've got a problem with food. You've got a serious problem with food. You should not be monetizing that which is an obsession to you. Okay, and let's be real. Back in the day, when YouTube, before they started changing around their terms of service, that B word that is no longer allowed in titles or in videos, because if you put it in the titles or in the video, you might get limited ads or that video or live stream is demonetized altogether. You were purposely putting it in the titles to attract people that were the feedies, the people that were into that kind of fetish or content. Once they changed the terms of service, You changed everything over from the B word to bees. The bees word replaced the other B word that YouTube has a problem with. That's when you started using it. So you're not about conquering your problems. You are about finding a workaround to continue doing them and still make money off of them. So I don't consider you a mukbanger. I consider you someone that you've got a problem with food, that you're just going online and looking for an audience of people that will support you in your problem, enable you in your problem, and fund your problem. They're completely on board with you being unhealthy and destroying your health for the sake of their entertainment. It is what it is. You found a crowd that they don't care about your health. It's not their problem. They just have an interest and a fetish, and they're looking for you to satisfy it. Okay, this is the next clip. Not clip, I mean post. Okay, not foodie, foodie. The only person that uses the word bloop is FFG. Stop that. Stop using her word. She says bloop. So since I have come to YouTube, excuse me, words today, I have a problem with words. So since I have come to TikTok, I have seen some of you creating channels and trying to bring the YouTube toxicity over there. Well, there is one new channel, probably FFG, since they uploaded snippets of her crapola bully videos, or tried to, but who knows for sure. And guess what? I reported it. And guess what? TikTok agrees that you are a bully and your content was removed. YouTube should also do more to protect your creators here. You allow one creator to be targeted over and over despite many reports. Anyway, way better system when it comes to tolerated targeted bullying on a platform. Foodie, you are no one to be talking about breaking rules and violations. You've broken every terms of service there is 100 times over on YouTube. And by the way, ma'am, abusing the report system, you TikTok does not put up with that. And if they find out you're doing it, they'll take your account away. Not that it would matter right now because you're not making money on TikTok. And you probably won't make much money on TikTok because your content is not interesting. You know, it's not saying that older people can't make money on TikTok or be interesting and creative. They certainly can, but it is a younger crowd over there. And you're not bringing immense amounts of talent. You're not bringing immense amounts of creativity. You're just trying to do the same crap on TikTok that you do on YouTube and think that's going to sell. And it's not. Especially since people know you're on TikTok and they're going to let everybody on TikTok know what you've done on YouTube. Your reputation follows you wherever you go. But you're salty and you're bitter because your past transgressions have followed you to TikTok. You thought you could just delete a bunch of videos and remake your image for TikTok and start over. No, ma'am, that's not how it works. You don't get to hide on another platform. Wherever you go, there you are, and people are going to find you. And everybody knows about you on Twitter. Everybody knows about you on YouTube. Everybody knows about you on Twitch. I mean, see, this is where you were short-sighted. You live in the moment. You live completely in the moment. You live by the seat of your pants. You don't think 4 or 5 moves ahead of yourself. You always live in the moment. You don't consider the consequences of your actions or your words. You don't think about what's further down the road. So you get so angry when you work so hard to be the villain on YouTube and you think in your mind that you can go on another platform and not be the villain. No, the people that know about you, they're going to go to that other platform and let other people know. So now you're reporting people, trying to stop people from talking about you. It ain't going to work. I've already seen there are quite a few channels on TikTok that they're talking about you. Word is getting around. And here's something that I don't understand, Foodie. Help me here. Help me to understand because I'm confused. You have a YouTube channel, you're monetized on YouTube. That's where you can make money. But yet, instead of doing lives on YouTube where you're monetized and you can make money, your silly butt is going over to TikTok and you're doing TikToks which are not making you money. I know that the goal was to pull people from TikTok over to YouTube, but how many people do you think are honestly going to follow you onto another platform? How many? Are you going to do TikTok after TikTok after TikTok, thinking you're going to pull hundreds of people from TikTok onto your YouTube channel? It's not going to happen. You're focusing all your time on a platform where you're not making money, rather than the one that does make you a little bit of money. All because you know you've absolutely ruined yourself on YouTube. You put yourself in a corner. So you're trying to create a new corner by running to another form. Not going to work. But for someone who wants to make money so bad, on a platform where you cannot make money versus one that you do, I mean, I just make it make sense. Make it make sense. So this is her reporting people. This is her reporting people. Okay, here's the one she did 13 hours ago saying, why is it considered feedy content when fat people eat on camera, but not when thin people do it? Newsflash, fat people eat. I know it's a strange concept for most, but there you have it. You know what, Chantal? I would have a problem with someone doing mukbangs if they put it out there that they have BED or an ED and they're coming on camera much the way that you are, looking for enablers, looking for people to fund that obsessive destructive habit. No matter what their weight, I have a problem with it. Your weight is your weight. So you're trying to use your weight and your body shape as a shield and say, oh, it's all about my weight that you got a problem with. I would still have a problem with somebody if they had an ED or BED and they're on YouTube and they're monetizing their problem versus seeking help with it. The pounds are irrelevant. It's the fact that you're coming on YouTube and you are engaging in self-destructive behavior, you're hurting yourself, and worse, you're expecting people to pay you for it. But you're using the fact that you are a larger woman as a shield, saying that's the reason why people don't like me. No, there's a myriad of reasons why people don't like you. Your weight is your business. You want to be 600 pounds, 700 pounds, 1,000 pounds. You want to be bedridden. That's up to you. But the thing is, you're getting on YouTube and you're broadcasting this crap. You're putting it in the public eye. If you weren't putting it in the public eye, no one would have anything to say. No one could say anything because we wouldn't know about it. But you insist on putting things like that in front of us and then have this notion that no one should say anything about it. If you show yourself doing self-destructive, horrible behavior, yes, people are going to have their opinions. And if you can't handle the opinions and the feelings, then don't put it in front of people. It's just that simple. Oh, and something that I noticed with this post, you know what's lacking here, y'all? She isn't denying that she's making feedy content. See, a lot of people have called her out saying it's straight up feedy content. She didn't deny it. Notice there's nothing in this post saying, no, it's not feedy content. It is. You know it is. You know you're trying to attract those people to your channel. In my opinion, Chantal, I think those days are over. You know, your high point of catering to those people, that was back in the day when you were just doing videos. That's when they were the most into you. When you started messing around with Natter and everything got messy, and then you started to muddy up the waters with all of the dark drama, a lot of them went away because they're not here for that. That's not what they tuned in for. And now that you're with Sala, newsflash, feedies don't like seeing other dudes in the picture. They just don't. They know he's around. They can see his hand. They see you talking to him, right in the car with him. They don't like it. It turns them off. They want to see you by yourself. So like those days of just catering to the feedie people and having a large feedie crowd, those days are over. And you did it to yourself because you you threw in too many things into the stew. Do you understand? You didn't just keep it simple. You kept throwing in too many dark things that nobody should have witnessed. And you did it just to make another paycheck, one more month. Let's see. Okay, so this is from like one day ago. No one's going to talk about how cute I look though, but you don't look cute. You look uncomfortable. I'm not fat shaming saying you that. That's just my opinion. I'm free to have my opinion. Okay, so that was all of her community posts. Let's go on to Twitter because I found a lot of cool stuff on Twitter. And let's see, let me just, sorry, I got to share the screen again. All right, so there's my Twitter. For those of you that are on Twitter, you can find me there at Wow Girl Sarah. This is from Hidden Truths. Foodie Beauty Chantal finally shows herself being mean to Harry and calls Missy Moo unstable. So yeah, this is from the live that I'm going to go over, the one where she's going off on Missy Moo. Let's listen.
And told me that you weren't okay with my actions, which, by the way, um, I've explained what happened. So you're okay. You have big self-righteous problem with what happened to BBJ, and now she's being better taken care of. Okay. But you have no problem with her vile actions for the past few years towards me, towards other people. None at all. That everything that she's done.
You know, I'm just going to speak my thoughts. The whole Missy Moo situation, I don't trust it because a lot of people that are VIBs, one minute they're leaving Chantal and then they go back. A lot of them do go back to Chantal. That's why I'm like, nope, don't trust Missy Moo. It's not just because she was a VIB. She was a hardcore supporter of Chantal. But the fact that she was behind the scenes doing all kinds of shisty stuff in the name of Chantal, hurtful stuff, going after her, and now she's making the rounds to other people's chats. I don't trust you, Missy. I don't trust you. You still might be a mole for Chantal. I don't trust you, ma'am. No.
Though the fact, everything that happened with BBJ is way worse. Way worse. Even though there's an explanation for it. Let's see, I wouldn't put it past her. Everybody does. Nobody has any integrity in this community. Everyone is toxic as hell. She is fake. She's a complete fake.
Not you calling other people fake when you put on a different personality every time you meet a new guy. You've never been just Chantal. You put on a different personality for each and every guy, whatever they like, whatever they are, you like and you are. You shift to becoming a shadow of that person rather than just being yourself. And yet you want to call other people fake?
You're gonna make a channel next, Tracy. Yeah, really. So I literally, anytime I talk to anybody behind the scenes, I'm never ever talking personal with anybody because at any minute somebody could turn against you for the dumbest things. Like, where do you come off being so self-righteous? Well, she's being taken care of, right? She's being taken to the vet. Look how many times she's been taken to the vet. So how do you go from a supporter to a complete bitch online, just completely accusing me of being a bad pet owner?
But you are a bad pet owner. You shouldn't own pets. You shouldn't even have that hamster. Period.
She's being taken to the vet. I was taking her to the vet.
No, you weren't.
Do you not get that? In the DM.
Can I just say something else? Just insert something in here, if I may. There have been some people leaving comments on my videos saying the whole situation with BBJ, talking about what happened to her, that in their opinion, it's a subject that's being run into the ground. They're tired of hearing about it. I would like to say, in response to that, respectfully, I understand you want to hear about different topics. You know, hearing about the same things over and over, it can be irritating. You know, it can be repetitious. But the reason why myself and other reactors won't let this go and we keep talking about it, there's two reasons behind it. Number one, because Chantal hurting herself is one thing. Her willfully hurting an innocent animal is another thing, especially when she had the money, the time, and the opportunity to do better. As I've said before, those cats should have wanted for nothing. Someone making between 10 to 20 grand a month, there was no reason for them to go through any kind of suffering or irritation or pain at all. At all. And Chantal is twisted. She's evil. She used her cats. She exploited her cats. And the fact that she wasn't taking care of her cats and just holding that over everybody's heads, keeping them stressed out, keeping them worried for the cats on purpose to keep people tuning in to see, are they okay? Is everything okay with BBJ? Is everything okay with Sam? Do they have enough food? Have the litter boxes been changed? She purposely used that as a toxic hook to keep everybody tuning into her live streams. There were a lot of people that showed up and watched, not so much for her, but just to make sure that the pets were okay. And she knew that, and she exploited that fact. And that's just a horrible thing to do. So, myself and other people that are reactors, if we keep talking about it, if it is repetitious, if it irritates you, I apologize. But I'm not going to let her get away with this. She wants to hurt herself. Nobody can stop her. But what she's done to those cats is unforgivable. And she's never going to escape that. What she's done to those cats will forever haunt her. Myself and others will make sure of that, no matter what platform she goes on, no matter what name she gives herself, no matter what image she tries to conjure up to clean up her image to where nobody will know about it. People will know about it. People will know about it. Someone this evil deserves to be exposed. Also, the second reason why the reactors keep talking about it is because she keeps talking about it. And she keeps talking about it because although she is accusing other people of exploiting her pets, she herself has done that in the past, showing the cats on camera. And again, with the emotional manipulation, holding the cat situation over everybody's heads, making everybody concerned for the pets. That's emotional manipulation, manipulating the audience and the viewers to keep tuning in day after day after day. And here's Chantal still talking about it. So isn't that a form of exploitation, Chantal? If Chantal talks about something, then we're going to talk about something. And I apologize if there aren't different subjects. But Chantal's sometimes like a broken record. She talks about the same things over and over again because where other people are living, she is just existing. She doesn't go out and do anything new, learn anything new, have new experiences that she can tell us about. She rehashes the same subjects over and over, especially if they get her a lot of attention and especially if they make her a lot of money. She's not one about positive content. She's about exploiting and running into the ground negative subjects. Why? Because she's a negative person. She's got that kind of negative energy.
Between me and fake what's her face's sister-in-law, I said I'm taking my cat to the vet to get these things taken care of. So she would have been taken to the vet. Like,
Like this live stream today, there's no reactor that tells Chantal what to do, what subjects to bring up, what to bring out into the open, what to put on the table. She's choosing that with her live stream. So if I'm a reactor and she's talking about this, then I will give my opinions on it. She can talk about anything she wants, but she's not finding new things to discuss.
it's insane to me that somebody that you think is your friend can just automatically go and join the like nemesis side, whatever. Back, like, lack of better term. She's so fake, so fake. So that's what happened with her. Yeah, she's definitely unstable.
You know, Chantal, you're over there trying to be the judgment of character, saying this person is fake and I am not. In my personal opinion, you don't care if the people in your chat are fake or real. You don't care if they're honest because you yourself are not an honest person. What you care about is having a bunch of yes men and enablers. What you care about is controlling the narrative. And if somebody or something goes off script, like the control freak you are, you will rage because they've gone off script. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. That's when you get mad. That's when you label that person a fake. It's not about you being offended of them being a fake. It's about you just being angry because they are not in favor of you at that moment.
Like, I don't know. I just, do you have to shove your head in the grains right when I'm in the middle of talking about something?
Wow. Yeah, he does. Because that's what hamsters do, idiot. That's what hamsters do. You shouldn't own pets. That's all I'm going to say. I'll get to this. Is from The Fiend saying Chantal slips and confirms Salah has his own apartment. You know what though? That's not like big news to any of us. We kind of knew already. We've been known that Salah has his own place. They don't live together. We already knew that. But if she said it, okay, she said it. But we kind of already knew that he was in a different location. All right. This is from Hidden Truths saying Foodie Beauty. So since Missy Moo is no longer in the loop, that will confirm that we shouldn't see the Sala and Chantal channel because she was running it. Uses the baby voice to ask Sala for a charger. Her phone is dying. Why not go up and get it yourself? He never came, which means he's not there. Yeah, Chantal, can we have a talk about that? The baby voice. You're almost 40 years old. You'll be 39 real soon. Why are you still using the baby voice? Why do you have to use a baby voice to ask for things like a phone charger? That's just ridiculous. Like, why are you using the baby voice? That is so juvenile. So immature. I don't get it. Let's watch the clip though.
Can you come bring me that charger? My phone's gonna die.
Look at the way her eyes are shifting around. If he were right there, she would look directly up at him and only him, but her eyes are darting around the room like he's not there, like she's faking it. See, she lies when she doesn't have to lie. Why not just say, I need my charger. Y'all give me a minute. Let me go get it. But instead, she's trying to act like he's there when he's not.
I don't know what to do about it. Please help us.
See? Okay, let's play that again. Watch carefully. Watch her eye movement. If there was somebody in the room with you, right? If you're addressing them, then you look directly over at them. Your eyes are not going to the ceiling or the floor or the left and the right, acting like that would mean they're all over the room. Watch her eyes.
Babe, can you come bring me that charger? My phone's gonna die. I don't know what to do about it. Please help us.
See, her eyes went from looking up to looking to the side, looking back into another side. You gave yourself away, Chantal. I love the fact that you tell on yourself, though, so keep going.
You know what? We have a message for people in the blue window, babe. Come, come, come. Okay, guys, we have to make this the last time I talk. But like, sometimes things bug me. What? Cuba rage, Cuba rage, Cuba rage. It's a way to justify what they do. What did I do in my past in my deleted videos? Live stream half nude, big deal. Danced around, flopped around, ate lakma, did
Yeah, so like she lies when she doesn't have to lie. Why lie about him being in the room? Just go get your freaking charger. This is from Mrs. Robinson saying the lies. He locks your butt in that matchbox, doesn't allow you to go out alone. He's got two phones. You probably never touched any. And he's definitely catting around. And what trust or spiritual connection you're talking about, you didn't find God, you found a desperate person. Yeah, I've actually said to a couple of people, I think that Salah has another phone. I think he's got two phones. I think Natter also had two phones. So he's got one phone that he uses when he's around Chantal, and she checks it to see if he's talking to anybody. But I'm pretty certain he's got another phone that she doesn't know about, and that's the one that he uses to talk to other people away from her. Well, let's listen to the clip.
how did you come to trust Allah when everyone's so untrustworthy? Elizabeth, honestly, I don't know how to explain it to people. Like, unless you're going through it, it's kind of like when I found God. I find people just look at, like, when I talk to people who don't believe in God, they look at me like I'm a weirdo or I'm crazy. Or it's the same thing when you try to tell people that you found your soulmate and that you found the one. You just know, like, you just know, like, I don't know how to explain it.
You know what's funny, Chantal, is that you call Salah your soulmate. Didn't you say the same thing about Nads? You did. You did. You said the exact same thing about Nads. Said the same thing about him. As a matter of fact, I remember one particular live stream where you said about him, I am addicted to this man. You said that about him. And here's another thing. I don't think you've let go of Natter. I think you're still talking to Natter, and I think it's weird and freakish that even though you're with Salah, he's supposed to be your quote unquote husband, that you and Salah sit and watch Natter's live streams. What kind of a freak does that? You're with a guy, he's supposed to be your husband, but yet you and your new husband watch this person that you were connected to. How can you sit there and say to people, I am starting a new life, I'm turning over a new leaf, I'm starting over, I'm scrubbing my past and I'm grabbing on the future. At the same time, you're watching your ex, one that you claimed hurt you. You and your new husband doing that. That's weird. That's creepy. That is so creepy. I don't think you've let go of Natter. You strike me as that kind of a woman that even when you're done with a man, you're not done. You you don't let people escape you, especially men. You are the proverbial black widow spider. Like any man, any male that gets close to you, you suck the life out of. You're not going to let them escape. Not until there's nothing left in them for you to be used. Then you might let them go. But you're supposed to be with Sala, right? New life, new guy, everything's cool. Yet you're still focused on Natter. If you were really happy, really, really happy, you wouldn't care about Natter. You wouldn't talk about him. You wouldn't look at him. You wouldn't go to his channel. None of that. But the fact that you do those things shows that you're still focused on him. I think you're holding on to both of them. I really do. Let's see, that's another one from Hidden Truths. Okay, this is from Kristen. Foodie Beauty slips and accidentally admits that she has no friends. Girl, we've been known sucks to suck, right? So let's watch the clip from Kristen.
Tracy, yeah, like I'm not allowed to have supporters or what? You know what I mean? Like, no, everyone else can have a hug box. Everyone else can have a community to hate on me, but I'm not allowed to have anybody to care or like me in my life or to have real friends. I have none. None, none, none. No, I do have some.
You know why you don't have friends, Chantal? Because you're not a good friend to anybody. You're not good to yourself. You're certainly not good to other people. Let's think about this for a minute. Let's think about being friends with a woman. You can't be friends with a woman. You hate other women. You look at them as competition, not as companions. You're very insecure and jealous. Therefore, any woman who even looks somewhat attractive, you will look at them as competition and you will hate on them, even if they've done you no wrong. Now, let's think about friendships with men. You don't know how to be just friends with a man. The only time you want to talk to a man is when you want to have relations with them or get into a relationship with them. You can't just do platonic stuff around a guy and just keep it simple like that. You are heartless, you are soulless, you are selfish, spoiled, you're a mess, you're dramatic. Who wants a friend like that? So you can't be friends with a woman because you look at them as competition rather than companions. You can't be friends with a man because you don't know how. You want to sleep with every man that gets within 5 feet of you. That's why you're alone, Chantal. That's why you're alone. That and the fact that you're evil, vile garbage. Okay, this is from Angie Kennedy. Oh, this is cute. So this foal saying, "Get up, mom, I'm hungry." Oh, so this is from Angie Karen. There's the foal saying, "Get up, mom." This is from Boots and Vegan. Isn't that cute? And the baby puppy. He's so happy. I just had to share that with y'all. This is beautiful from Nicole Esterman. Oh, it's a horse just playing with a ball in the ocean. So Chantal, you're over there saying that animals don't have feelings, so they very much do. This one's having a ball by the ocean. Okay, now this is cute because it reminds me of me and Booger. When Booger was a baby, like she started this game of playing fetch with me. I would throw something and she'd pull it back. And so this is HY Bender. And this kitty's doing the same thing. Baby Booger used to be a baby and do this with me. She just played fetch, and she still does it to this day, and she's about 9 years old. Another one from HY Bender. That's the perfect nap time. You got the kitties just hanging out, aw, napping. Can you imagine the amount of purring going on right now? You got 5 kittens, you get purr machines all around you. Aw, be still, my heart. That'd be a peaceful nap time. Okay, this is from Judge Judy. So, Milky Chai on TikTok has been doing a lot of exposed videos on Foodie Beauty. And Foodie has been just reporting on TikTok. So Milky Chai says, best part is if TikTok takes down my videos, it doesn't matter. They've reached nearly 200,000 people. That's the goal. My TikTok isn't even monetized, even though I have older videos with 1 million views. Right? So Milky Chai she's not about making the most money. She's like exposing Chantal, and I'm living for it. And by the way, Milky Chai has a YouTube channel, and she's almost at 1,000 subs. So she might go live there. So you can't report everybody all the time, Foodie. You just can't. This is from Murder She Throats. And something interesting that happened during the live with her and Sala. So while Sala and Chantal were driving around, y'all look, they were in the car. Sala was driving. Chantal was in the passenger seat. And look, so who's controlling the Sala and Chantal account? How many people have access to that account, Foodie? Everybody's been thinking that maybe it's Missy Moo, or maybe there are a few people that are operating it, because if Sala was in the front seat and Chantal was in the passenger seat, like who's in the chat? This is cute from Gabrielle Corno. This poor turtle got flipped upside down, and all of its turtle buddies said, hey, we'll help you out, bro. We're coming. We'll get you sorted out. Just give us a minute. We're turtles after all. Oh, there we go. Animals are awesome. And by the way, Chantal, I'm not being mean here. This is from Tweety. Chantal, you can cut it out with those filters. You can cut it out with those filters. With the pointy elf chin, you can just cut it out now. Okay? Now, I would want to give credit to this Twitter account, but I can't read this language. So it's Neo Kanyan. This is the perfect snack. Look at the baby. Aw. Yep. And this is from HY Bender. This is a dog just living its best life in the rain. Yeah, so there's another of the side profile from Mary Cab MC. Goodness gracious. Let's see what else we got here before we close out. Oh, this is from Sassy Pondu. You went to a country where your rights don't matter. I hope his next wife is younger and a skinny legend who eats your tears in her protein shakes. So Chantal did a TikTok, I guess.
Criminal offense.
Okay, I'm not, nope, turning down the volume. Somebody says, you know, a Muslim man can have up to words. You know, a Muslim man can have up to 4 wives, right? And here's Chantal nodding her head saying, no. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with telling your husband no, he can't have other wives. Let's see what else we got here. Aw, no cats, no life. Look at the baby. It looks like Booger. All tabbies look like Booger to me. All right, so we're almost an hour in. I hate to do this. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the Missy Moo live. Let's see if it's processed yet. Shut up, Chantal. Um, let's cover at least part of that. Okay, let's get to, shall we?
Um, yeah, eat your corn. Okay. Um, he's getting fat. Everyone in my life gets fat. Okay. Bad influence. Hey, I don't force the corn in his mouth, okay? All right, so no, he's not Gabrielle in another apartment. Why would he be in another apartment? We have two places. Yeah. No, that's a stupid rumor. Go live later. I'm watching Yo Mama. No, don't watch Yo Mama. Watch me. Kidding. Hi, Gemini.
Well, maybe more people would watch you if the content were interesting instead of you rehashing the same subjects over and over and over and over and over and over again. You talk about the same things over and over. And the crazy thing is, you don't think people are going to get bored with that. See, that's where you're not getting it. The things that you are wrapped around, the things that you're obsessed with, those of us watching you, we are not obsessed with. Like your situation with the food, you have a preoccupation with that. You find it fascinating. And in your head, everybody else should find it fascinating. And we don't, because that's not our obsession. Do you understand? Like your personal interests are not our personal interests, but this is your YouTube channel. And what you're supposed to do is make things interesting for people. And you don't.
I I seen part of his live. He's like talking about the hot sauce. People are like weirded out that I'm laying down to eat in that video. Number one, I'm fat. Okay, I can't cross my legs. All right, and don't pretend like any of you can. All right, I hate this stuff. So what? I
I can cross my legs just fine.
have to lean over and look like a cute seal to eat. Who cares? No, Eugenia didn't. You have four apartments, one for each wife. How do you feel about drunk S Jam talking about your relationship and stuff? I don't care about him. Like, okay, this is about Missy Moo because, um, all right. So I, whenever I heard that she sent, you know who, a super chat, when all this went down with BBJ, I swear if I have to talk about this cat situation anymore, going to lose my mind. Okay, so I didn't believe it because how are you going to if she did do that, that means she's ultra fake. Okay, here's why. Hi Tracy. Carolina, just a nobody. Here's why. How do you go from being a complete supporter, like 100% go hard for how do you go from being a friend, basically? I considered her pretty kind of a friend at this point, like an online friend, whatever. Like we talk behind the scenes. How do you go from that to instantly sending the most vile bully, somebody who's been bullying me for years? How do you go and send her money? Like when you don't even know the situation. It doesn't make any logical sense. So you go from being a supporter to me to instantly being a supporter of this complete bully online. So you are okay with just accept, like you don't even, if you're a friend, this is my problem with, I had a problem with Shannon for this reason. I had a problem with every fake person I cut out of my life. And I have no problem doing that. Because once you burn that bridge with me, it's done. Maybe I'm cold hearted. Oh well. I mean, I'm sorry, but You could have messaged me and asked me the situation. You could have messaged me and told me that you weren't okay with my actions, which, by the way, um, I've explained what happened. So you're okay. You have big self-righteous problem with what happened to BBJ, and now she's being better taken care of. Okay. But you have no problem with her vile actions for the past few years towards me, towards other people. None at all. That everything that she's done, though the fact, everything that happened with BBJ is way worse. Way worse. Even though there's an explanation for it.
Yeah, the explanation was you sucked as a pet parent. See, everything leads back to you, Foodie. It all goes back to you. See, if you had been a decent pet parent, if you had taken care of your pets, or if you had reached a point where you said to yourself, I can't do it, or I don't care to do it, you could have given the pets long ago to other people, and they would have been in better homes and not had to go through all the suffering that they've gone through. Like all this crap that's going on would not be an issue. It wouldn't even exist. Like all this irritation for you, it wouldn't even be an issue. But you chose to let things get to this point. You literally chose that. You have no excuse. Someone making 10, 20 grand a month, they should have wanted for nothing, like I said. Absolute nothing. Even if you were broke, if you had gone to your viewers and said, look, I have no money and my pets need care and I just don't have the funds for it. And BBJ needs this or Sam needs that. And it costs this much. I've made some phone calls and they said it's going to cost this much and I just don't have it. Your viewers would have come forward and helped you. I'm pretty sure they would. There's no excuse, there's no reason you can offer up that would justify what has happened with those pets. There are people that earn far less than you that take better care of their pets. They make sure that they have medical care, they have proper food, they get brushed and groomed and all that. So you making probably 8 to 10 times what most people do, what's your excuse? Except that you're selfish and neglectful.
We told you not to trust these people. You didn't listen. Well, it's not even like I fully trusted her. It's just that, you know, I don't understand that. Like, how do you go from, you know what I mean? From like, it just doesn't make any sense. So I actually didn't think that she actually did that. Like, I thought it was just people trolling and were, because I feel like I could never imagine that someone would do that. No. Like,
I'm still confused about why she's talking about this now because Missy Moo sending a super chat to FFG happened a while ago. So why is she angry about it now? Except the only thing that could make sense to me right now is she needs something to talk about. She needs something to rage about. And I guess this is the rage topic of the day.
exactly. Of course, she's gonna probably spill all the tea. I wouldn't put it past her. Everybody does. Nobody has any integrity in this community. Everyone is toxic as hell. She is fake. She's a complete fake. You're gonna make a channel next, Tracy. Yeah, really. So I literally, anytime I talk to anybody behind the scenes, I'm never ever talking personal with anybody because at any minute somebody could turn against you for the dumbest things. Like, where do you come off being so self-righteous? Well, she's being taken care of, right? She's being taken to the vet. Look how many times she's been taken to the vet. So how do you go from a supporter to a complete bitch online, just completely accusing me of being a bad pet owner? She's being taken to the vet. I was taking her to the vet. Do you not get that? In the DMs between me and fake what's her face's sister-in-law, I said I'm taking my cat to the vet to get these things taken care of. So she would have been taken to the vet. Like,
Chantal, you were home for 3 weeks. You knew the nail situation and you didn't act as soon as you got home.
it's insane to me that somebody that you think is your friend can just automatically go and join the like nemesis side, whatever. Back, like, lack of better term. She's so fake, so fake. So that's what happened with her. Yeah, she's definitely unstable. Like, I don't know. I just
Everything she's saying about Missy Moo applies to her too. Like all these things that she's trying to use as insults for Missy Moo. Not that I'm taking out for Missy Moo because, she's all the way shady. I'm not a fan of Missy Moo, but everything she's saying about Missy applies to her as well. She's describing herself, describing Missy Moo.
do you have to shove your head in the grains right when I'm in the middle of talking about something? I would never be rude. I honestly don't have the time to waste time on stupid drama. I know. I don't like fake people who sit there and go, "Oh, well, I was a bully and I feel so bad, blah, blah, blah. I can't stand Gore World. It's so toxic. Here, take my $10. Really? Really? You're fake. Fake. Like, and you're out of my life forever. Honestly, I just happened to. You saw her live, and yeah, she's fake. She's totally fake. Yeah, she's now what's her face? Goblin face is gonna go and befriend her now too. It's insane. Offer me what? He's just like his mama. I know.
You know what's interesting about her doing this whole live about Missy Moo? I've seen Foodie go into a true rage. This ain't it. Like she's way too calm. She's way too calm about this. I don't know if it's because she doesn't care so much and she just needed, again, a topic of conversation or it's fake drama. But I've seen her go into a true rage where she loses her mind. And she's not losing her mind, but yet, strangely enough, she felt the need to make a live about it versus, say, a video. So it's like, to me, the math ain't mathin'. You're angry at Missy Moo, you're upset at Missy Moo, you feel like you've been betrayed. So if you feel like she was your friend and she betrayed you, why aren't you like hopping mad right now? Why are you this calm? Something just feels off with that.
Harry, look at this guy. Please. Harry. And by the way, I do put bedding up here as you can see, but look at his bed. Harry. And I do have a big playpen in the room. He goes inside. But he just, anyways. Like, really. Let's talk Missy Moo and take some pics together. Like, I don't understand how you go from um, being a supporter, like a self-professed supporter for years and years. Like, yeah, I'm not saying she has to support me or whatever, but this is what happened. This is why I no longer talk to her. I've blocked her, and she's not welcome here, and she's just not somebody I talk to anymore. Like, I used to talk like kind of on a personal level with her, and that makes me uncomfortable because like this is why I'll never do it again. Old meat. Oh, there's gonna be a Resident Evil 4 remake. Cool. Missy Moo is over party. She offered it to. No, like Mandy. I don't know if she went on panel. I don't know. Um, and then like to have the nerve to be like, I just happened to catch part of her live because I wasn't even subscribed to her um at all, and I just like happened to see her like channel on the main page, and then I was like, oh, okay, so I'm just gonna see like what if.
I'm kind of sensing a bit of a pattern here. So anybody who's been watching Chantal, remember that she had the unholy trinity. She had Ashley Lamborghini as a mod. She had Sofa King as a mod and Plain Cheeseburger. That was the unholy trinity, the hyena pack. And they were hardcore supporters of Chantal. They weren't just mods in her chat, but they would make a point to go into reaction chat rooms and act all the way the fool. They even came into my chat room acting the fool, and I blocked every single one of them. And I don't regret that. But she was all about the hyena pack, the unholy trinity, supporting them and saying hi to them when they came in. But the moment that she basically went sideways with this whole thing with Sala, and they went over to Pizza's chat and basically just put her on ice. She went on her community post and said, well, they're no longer welcome in my chat room. So here's Missy Moo. Missy Moo is a hardcore supporter and VIB. And as long as Missy Moo was doing Chantal's bidding and, like all in Chantal's corner, Chantal supported her. As long as she was a yes man and as long as she didn't cross the fence and talk to people she didn't like, then she's okay with you. But if you do something she doesn't like, she's very quick to turn her back on you. Yeah, I'm sensing a pattern with that Chantal's only good with you if you are useful. If you're useful to her, if she's got use for you, if you're working for her, she's okay with you. But once you decide you want to do your own thing and have your own thoughts, then she's got a problem with that. And I've said for the longest, the Chantal is someone that if somebody wants to fight or argue in her defense, she's not going to stop you. She's not going to stop you from doing it. She'll let you do it, although she will not give the same support to you as you do to her. She'll quietly just smile and say your name when you come in the room, but she will not promote you. She will not support you. Like it's all about how useful you are. The more useful you are, the more she'll shout out your name. But Chantal is all about protecting herself and her income. If YouTube and her YouTube channel were pieces on a chessboard, she keeps her piece at the back of the board. And the people that want to fight in her honor, if there is any honor, in her defense, they're just pawns on the chessboard. She'll let them take all the hits and take all the damage, and she'll just sit at the back completely safe. And she's not above nor below using other people to do her dirty work. By staying at the back of the board and not moving, she has the advantage of saying, it wasn't me. I didn't say that. I didn't do that. Other people did that. You want to fight for Chantal? You want to argue for Chantal? You want to go into other people's chats and do things? She'll let you do it. You won't necessarily get any brownie points for doing it, but she'll let you do it. She will. But if you get in trouble and if you catch any damage, she's not going to be backing you up. She's all about that game of it wasn't me, it was somebody else. She uses other people as her cat's paws to do damage. Let them get their hands dirty. She won't get her hands dirty.
She says anything about me. So, of course, she talks mostly about me. And she's acting nice. I hate fake people when they act nice. When they talk, she knew that donating to FFG would cause controversy. Plus, I never agreed with her reprimanding Salah's language. I would reprimand Mr. Moo's language, not my place. Yeah. She's gonna go ahead, whatever. Hi, Lolo. Like any DMs I've sent to anybody, it's not like I have like anything really to hide. Like pretty much everything I say is.
So all of you that are VIBs over in her chat right now, understand that her turning on people, that could happen to you too. If she gets in the right kind of mood. There's not a single VIB in the chat right now that's safe from her temper, from her bad moods, from her lashing out at you, from bullying you, from intimidating you, from embarrassing you on her community tab. If you stay in line, you might be safe. Might. Not 100%, but you might be. But if you dare to have your own opinion, if you dare to speak out on anything she's doing that you don't like, she's going to lash out at you. And she's going to use the fact that she's got a public forum to give maximum embarrassment and humiliation. So you're safe for now, but not necessarily forever. She, she has said at the VIBs, all of you are disposable. She doesn't look at you as people. She looks at you as just dollar bills. You are none of you are no one that she's going to have to deal with in real life or face in real life. So she's free to say or do whatever she wants to you.
Pretty much things that I've already talked about or raged about in my live streams already. So, um, yeah, what was I saying? um, exactly, PNV, you're right though. Like she knew that it would. I mean, why would you do that? Like, it's insane. I don't get it. There's normal people out there, blocks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really doubtful of that. Like, no offense to anybody, but I'll watch you play, baby. Fia, stop it. No, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just cringe. Like, I hate fake people when they like, just like, what's her face? That I don't even want to say her name. Ew, she thrives on it. Like, you act nice and like you're like this wonderful person.
So Carolina says, you're going live talking about Missy Moo is going to push her to expose you now. Don't cry later. Right. I mean, this whole thing with Missy giving the super chat to French Fry Girl, that happened a while ago. That's why I think it's weird that she's talking about it right now. I don't, I there's a question mark in my mind as to why it's now a topic. But Chantal's weird because she tries to play the victim on one side. Like, I'm the victim. They're coming after me. They're bullying me. At the same time, she's a bully. She's the bully. She'll sit there and she'll throw the first punch, but yet if somebody punches back, suddenly she's a victim.
Person, and then like you throw your supposed friends under the bus? Really? Really? Like, you know what I mean? Oh my God. Going to expose me? Carolina, for what?
You know, Chantal, as far as friends go, nobody needs a friend like you. There's an old saying, with friends like you, who needs enemies? You're a friend to no one. You are that person that you don't know how to be friends. I'll tell you what you are. Because I've met people like this in my life and I couldn't stand them. You are that person that you would walk up to somebody, size that person up from top to bottom, find out all you could on that person to see if they were useful in some way. Be it was a person that could give you money, or they had resources, or they ran in certain social circles, or they had certain skills. You would size them up. And based on what you learned, determine if you should talk to them or not. There's plenty of people like that in California. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but when I lived in Cali, there were a lot of people like that, a lot of social climbers. But that's you. You don't know how to be a true friend and just appreciate a person and hang out with them for companionship and, go have some coffee. You're all about meeting people and seeing what you can get out of them or what they can do for you. You expect people to be loyal to you, but you are not a loyal person. You expect friendship when you yourself does not know the meaning of the word. You are a user, you are a vampire. So, like attracts like, dear. You're a completely negative person. How can you expect anything positive?
There's nothing to expose. I'm still waiting to be exposed by Sam's Bar Lounge, by the way, Carolina. So who's going to expose me? I always prove everybody wrong. Always. Nobody even notices, I guess. Or maybe that's why everyone's mad. They don't like that I'm right and they're wrong. Like, what's her face? Milk Tea, the woman with the wig. Seriously.
You're bringing up Milk Tea. Milk Tea is a great channel. She's very informative. She's very factual. That's what you hate about Milk Tea because she comes on camera and she spits a lot of truth. And truth is something you can't argue with. All you can do is just get mad because you can't argue back.
We're not married, really? Hmm. Gina B, hello. You knew she was annoying. Yeah, like I don't like people who are overly nice. They're fake. And you know they're fake. It's just a matter of time for them to expose themselves. Hard lesson learned. Like you can't trust anybody. Like it's just, you can't. You can't trust anybody. Seriously, like the whole thing is so blown out of proportion. Like it's ridiculous, honestly. The egg colored, no, it's just the hijab I picked up that was closest to me. Tracy, no, you haven't been like this yet. I'm just joking. No, I know there's decent people and I try not to let it make me bitter, but sometimes like people when they were like you just have to cut them out of your life if they're toxic, even if you've known them for 20 years. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't want a reborn baby. They're creepy. Like who plays with dolls at 50? No offense.
See what I mean? So Missy Moo was one of her hardcore supporters. Did a lot of shisty behind the scenes stuff in the name of Chantal. She Foodie said just a few minutes ago that Missy Moo was her friend. But Missy Moo has a channel where she has the dolls, and she had nothing to say about that. While Missy Moo was on her channel and supporting her and doing stuff for Chantal, but now that Missy Moo has stepped out of line and done something that Chantal doesn't like, she's going to use the fact that the doll situation to humiliate her. This is what I'm talking about. Like Chantal, you're hateful. You are hateful. Like you've got weird habits. There's really unusual things about you, but yet you want to label those as quirky. But yet somebody who is supporting you and doing things for you while they were in your room, while they were doing those things, you had nothing to say, nothing bad to say. No, you're saving all the bad things for when they step out of line, and then you're going to humiliate them.
They're so mad that you survive like a cockroach, not trying to. Yeah, I've heard that I've been called a cockroach. What do you expect me to do? Lay down and die and surrender to you, idiots? I don't think so. It's never gonna happen. So you're just gonna have to stay mad. Did I ever tell Missy Moo anything I didn't want other people to know? I don't think so. No. Here's the thing. I'm not ashamed. Like, I'm human, I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be a saint. So why are people holding me on a pedestal? You know what I mean? Like, it's just ridiculous. Hello, Freya. She was being immature and got caught up in the drama. She needed to be a part of something. I didn't think she was like that. I never thought, like, are you seriously, like, going to overlook every single thing that this vile witch has done? Like, are you kidding me? And then just not even, like, listen to my explanation about the cat. Like, honestly, like,
But what's there to explain? What's there to explain, Chantal? It wasn't like you forgot to fill up the food bowl one night. Like, oops, I got sick or I was tired. I forgot to fill up the food bowl, so the cats went without food one night. What you did was neglectful, absolutely neglectful. It wasn't something simple. This was extreme. Those cats suffered. They lived in a filthy, filthy environment with fruit flies and mold, just absolute filth. You were doing rugs in your home, smoking rugs in your home, around your cats, dirty litter boxes, health problems. That isn't an oops moment. That is a I don't care attitude that translates to suffering and pain for innocent animals.
I don't get it. Yeah, it's hard to trust anybody online. They say something and then the next day they'll do the opposite. Yeah, I'm honestly fed up with YouTube. I hate YouTube. I hate YouTube. I hate that they don't. They're just ridiculous.
Then why are you still here? Oh, that's right. Because you can't make money on TikTok. See, like I said in the beginning, I don't understand why you keep running over to TikTok. That's not your forum. That's not your crowd. Even if you wanted to make money on TikTok, it's going to be quite a while. In the meantime, you got to buy food, you got to pay bills, you got to pay Sala. So the one platform where you can make money, I hate YouTube. I don't want to be here. But if you let go of YouTube, what else is there? What else is there? How are you going to make money? How are you going to make money? I mean, you got one thing making you money. You're going to let go of that and go to TikTok and do a bunch of TikToks when you already know that what you've done on YouTube is following you over there and word is getting around like wildfire. Yeah, like you're done on TikTok. You're done. Even if the cat situation and all the things you've done that are problematic on YouTube were not being exposed on TikTok, what do you have to offer TikTok? You don't know how to make interesting, creative TikToks, Chantal. You're far too lazy. You've got yourself in a rut of just getting used to making content that is nontent. You can't get away with that on TikTok. Just give up TikTok. It's not for you.
It's a ridiculous, toxic piece of crap platform. They don't protect their look. I reported somebody tried to put up somebody thought they were slick and thought they would make a TikTok account trying to bring this toxic crap over there and play snippets of FFG's, probably her.
Chantal, there are lots of people who were not FFG, people on Twitter, people on YouTube that are not FFG, making TikTok accounts just to let people know who you are, just to let people know what you've done. See, you automatically go to it's all FFG. Did it ever occur to you there might be tons of other people that can make TikToks, that can say what they want? As I said, you can't block everybody. You can't blame one person. You put yourself in a position where lots of people don't like you, and for good reason. You've given lots of people enough reason to not like you. You've been very offensive, very rotten, very putrid on YouTube. Are you angry because you are so short-sighted that you never think 5 moves ahead of yourself? You made a reputation on YouTube. And just because you go to another platform doesn't mean it's not going to follow you there. It will. If you went on Twitch, it would follow you there as well. Okay, you spent years creating this image. Now here is the result. Here's the consequence. You have to deal with the fact it's going to follow you no matter where you go.
Because she's afraid that if I don't ever come back live here, she won't have money because nobody watches her for her because nobody cares because she's boring and hateful. So anyway, so somebody put part of her stupid video on TikTok, reported it, got taken down for bullying and harassment. So what does that tell you, YouTube? So TikTok. Do you know the stuff they allow on there? But they don't allow FFG's content on there. So what does that tell you? It really is vile because she's miserable. Like it's ridiculous. Um, Boundaries. YouTube is fun, but in real life, boundaries. Yeah, exactly.
You know what? Chantal is no one to talk about boundaries. When she's posted people's pictures on her community tab, and I will never forget, Chantal, I will never forget the whole incident with the school. You posted a big blown up picture of a grieving mother on your community tab and you left it up there. A woman who had just lost her child. She did not consent for her picture to be up on your tab. You felt it appropriate to post her picture there. I mean, so you want to talk about boundaries, you want to talk about privacy. You respect no one's boundaries. You respect no one's privacy. None. You want people to respect your privacy and to have boundaries, yet you don't respect other people. You don't respect other people. And then when you've got beezers in your room saying, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, you don't stop them. You don't say, hey, that's inappropriate. Don't do that. That's too far, too much. You never pull your people back and encourage them not to do certain things. You're all for it. You've even gotten on your live stream and encouraged certain people to be doxxed. You actually got on a live stream and encouraged Kiwi Farms to dox people you didn't like. So boundaries, limitations, you want people to have them. Maybe you should have them yourself and tell your beezers to have them.
I've gotten multiple people banned on Reddit. Have you Rena Roo? Wow, wow, thank you. She was in on Tracy. I see Tracy defending me all the time. Yeah, thank you, Tracy. And I don't expect you guys to take crap from me. Like, whatever. You come here to bees, you come here to hang out. I don't want it to be a negative, toxic experience for you. And honestly, I don't want it to be negative and toxic for me either. I don't feel like I've done anything to any of these weirdos at all for them to be so.
You know, I have an honest question for anybody who's a beezer. Why are you tuning into Chantal? Why are you going on her channel? I really want to know. If the answer is because I like certain people in the VIP chat and this is the only way that I could talk to them, you know, there are other ways to communicate. You can make a Discord or somewhere to talk to people that you like without paying the $5 membership if that's the reason. But Chantal is completely negative. And then she gets on her channel and it's negative all the time. And negativity is draining. So I am asking the honest question, like, why are you tuning in? Why are you paying your $5? It's not about the money thing. Like, you can spend your money any way you want. This is not about money envy. This is about just, I don't understand the thinking of tuning into somebody every day that never offers up anything positive to you people. Like, she's just a dark cloud all the time. It's always her being mad or doing self-harm content, hurting herself or hurting other people. She's hateful. What's to be gotten from that that's any good?
Obsessively hateful. Like what? Like you don't like that I'm smug? Boo hoo, don't watch me. Like I have a right to defend myself. I have a right to feel good about myself. And I'm not gonna let these weirdos bring me down. So at the end of the day, just stay mad. Two songs in one. There you go. I'm working on another one. I'm calling it 68 chocolate bars. Hello. Yeah, you always.
So Freya says, but running away to TikTok isn't the answer you think it is. No, it isn't. I think Sala has been pushing her to be on every platform she can be on to make that money. Although Sala, she's not going to make money on TikTok. People that make money on TikTok, it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of great content. It may take a long time. She's not for TikTok. She's not a good fit for TikTok. So, you know, if she makes money, it's going to be on YouTube. And she's lucky that she's still making it on YouTube.
Always have Miriam remix. Goodbye, Carolina. See ya. Don't need fake supporters in here. Frick.
So if you have an opposing opinion, you go from being a VIBzer to a fake supporter. That's how she's going to label you. Oh, you were a fake supporter. Well, that's how fast she'll turn on you. That's how fast. So anybody who's a VIB that you're thinking that Chantal is your friend, that she cares about you, she doesn't. She cares about the money you give her. That's all you are, just dollar bills. There's a reason why your names are in green because you all represent dollar bills to her.
Like, I don't need you to come in here and like patronize me or be passive aggressive with me, okay? Just go if you don't like me. Goodbye. I don't care if I get blocked by someone and I don't care what they say. Yeah, like whatever, right, Tracy? Hi, Energy. I'm allowed to think that it's weird that she plays with dolls at 50. That's my opinion. If you don't like it, who like why are you offended? I'm not talking about you. I didn't find her like weirdly obsessed with me. I just found her weirdly like happy go lucky, kind of like the people that normally get on my nerves in life. And like now I know they're all fake. They're just people that are like that are fake, and I don't trust anybody. uh,
Yeah, it's funny that she has a lot to say about Missy Moo and her dolls, and yet Pete's, her roommate, her friend of 17 years, he's got a little pony collection. I bet she never opened her mouth to Pete's about that. Like, so you want to talk about being fake, Chantal?
um, no, it's those weird reborn creepy. They creep me out. Those dolls. I don't know. Like a while ago, when I was like going through a phase where I was like, maybe I would like to hold one. That would be cool. But then it might come to life and kill you in your sleep. So no thanks. What make you think people won't talk about you on other platforms? I didn't say that, Carolina. I didn't say that, did I? When did I say that? Um,
No, she didn't say it, but she thought it. She thought she could just run to another platform, TikTok. She thought that by scrubbing a bunch of videos off her channel, that she could take people from TikTok, bring them onto YouTube, they would become VIBzers, and she would make more money. But before she went to TikTok, she made sure to get rid of a bunch of videos that made her look bad. Although the reaction channels have everything. And anybody who wants to know, anybody who wants to see, can just look up her name and find those clip channels and archive channels and reaction channels. And we got this stuff all day long. But she honestly thought she could hide from her bad behavior. And she's irritated that she can't, that it's being exposed really, really quickly.
but they're not allowed to bully me on TikTok and get away with it, is what I'm saying. So talk about me all you want, make up false allegations or whatever. They literally take like snippets from like my bedroom when I there was cat food on the floor. Oh, whatever. Get a life. She still was eating. Like, oh my god, I can't with false outrage. I cannot. I cannot. This is what happened with BBJ. Her nails grew way faster than Sam's. I was in Kuwait. I didn't see properly on the video. So when I came home, I made an appointment with her vet. Yes, it was a couple weeks later. Hate me for that all you want. Get over it. Like, really? Do you want to nail me to a cross? What do you want me to do? What do you want to do? Huh? Like with the Cuba raid, you want to keep it going?
Yep, because it makes you angry because it's truth. Liars hate truth. Nothing makes them feel more offended than truth. That's when she gets the most mad, is that when the truth is out there and she can't get rid of it.
Stay mad. I don't care. I don't care. You
That the irony, she tells people all the time, stay mad, but yet we're not mad. I mean, we are with the way that she treated the cats. Anybody who's got a heart would be mad about that. But the one who's the most mad is her. She gets the most mad when the narrative gets out of her control and she can't get it under her control again.
You have no idea if she's being better taken care of. You don't know what's going on. She sends a couple of pictures, whatever. Good for you. You have BBJ. You win. Goodbye. Like, you know what I mean? Hate me, whatever. Cancel me, but whatever. Leave me alone. So ridiculous. There's a difference between bullying, harassing, and talking about someone. For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not running away to TikTok. It's not the point. The point is I'm not happy with this platform because it's just too toxic. It's not even fun, Freya, but I'm not saying I'm going to leave.
I disagree with you, Chantal. I don't think YouTube is toxic. I think YouTube is fantastic, actually, because anything you want to know about anything you want to know is here. YouTube can be very, very positive. It's all about where you look and where you go. There's great music on YouTube, all kinds of music. There are all kinds of people doing very artistic, creative things. Any kind of hobby or interest you have, you can learn how to do it on YouTube. There's tutorials for everything. You want to learn a new language, you can learn a new language for free, any language you want. You're over there saying YouTube is toxic. True, there are some parts that are dramatic, but a person can choose to subscribe or not, to be part of it or not, to watch or listen or not. But it's not all bad. And you're over there saying it's toxic, but you have a channel that's nothing but toxicity and has been for the longest. And it's just gotten darker and darker and darker and darker. So if you feel it's negative, maybe the problem is you.
Here, obviously. Like, I make my living here, right? But I'm trying to branch out. I'm not just going to rely just on YouTube, you know?
And what do you have to offer the world? Let's have a serious conversation, Chantal. If you wanted to get off YouTube, if you wanted to quit your channel, what else would you do? Where else would you go? Would you go on Twitch? What do you have to offer on Twitch? You're not a gamer. You don't have a passion for gaming, and people would pick up on that right away. So that's out. TikTok, you're not creative, you're not innovative. So that's out. Off of the internet, what would you do? Like a regular job? You are not in shape for any kind of a job. It's even a desk job. You're not nice to people. You don't know how to talk to people. You're rude. You're gross. Any employer that looked you up would find all the stuff you've done. So, what else would you do off of YouTube? What skills do you have? You really don't have any. YouTube is your one and only choice.
So it's just not something that I feel like it's smarter to just do that. And plus, TikTok is fun. It's not a platform that's a platform that used to just annoy me when it was just like people dancing and annoying. Now you can do all kinds of content. You can do live streams. You can be paid for things. Not as much as here, but maybe in the future, who knows, right? Um, so I'm happy with my following there right now. I think like it's just fun making little videos, and it's just another platform to branch out to. Most people have more than one social media platform. Yeah, yes, exactly, baby. Thank you. Yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate.
once upon a time, Foodie was bragging. She's like, "Oh, and I'm an entrepreneur," because she had her YouTube channel, she had the Beezer Show, she had what was it, Patreon? Like she had 4 or 5 of them going. She had OnlyFans, and she didn't keep up with any of them. She made sure to have people sign up for them and do the subs and the memberships, but then she never came through with the content. So could she have different platforms going and do unique content for them all? Yes. But is she motivated to do that? No.
You people who are positive. I thought as per the you'd be behind bars right now. For what? A plus for in order for you to be behind bars, you have to commit a crime. Like, so all of the ridiculous people who claim they're calling authorities, like, okay, for what? I'm not the one with a criminal record. Most of the reaction channels who talk bad about me and how vile I am, how would you expose their past? They have criminal records. I don't. So, like, what have I done to anybody? Seriously. You're so outraged over cat's nails that I don't deserve to be on TikTok? Really? Really?
It's not just about the nails. Let's go over all the things that we know about BBJ, just for reference, just for context. 5 nails growing into her foot pads. The nail situation happened more than once. Like, this would be the second time. It shouldn't have happened the first time because trimming the nails is so cheap. It's so easy. You could do it at home for free if you know how to do it. But the nail situation happened more than once. On top of the fact that BBJ was underweight, meaning she wasn't being fed very well. Lack of dental care. There was a vet visit that happened over a year ago where the vet said in a recorded phone call that BBJ needed some oral surgery. That never happened. BBJ has hyperthyroidism. That could have been managed over a year ago, just with some simple medication. Didn't happen. Let's see, what else? Maybe she got a bit of a heart murmur. She's got some kidney issues. That baby was a mess from tip to tail. Dirty ears, matted fur. None of that should have happened, Chantal. So you just keep bringing up the one thing, but what about the other things that were going on? What about the other things? What about Sam's fur being so bad that he had to be shaved? What about that? What about that? No, just bring up the one thing to make it seem like it was no big deal. And let's not mention the other things that were going on as well. On top of the filthy environment, the litter boxes that never got changed, the cats having to use the bathroom on the carpet because they couldn't do it in their boxes, living in the filthy environment with the fruit flies, with the garbage, the chemicals in the house, all of that, the mold.
Please go clutch your pearls, dye your hair another shade of purple and orange, and get the hell out of my life. Bye. Like, I don't get it. YouTube seriously needs to catch up to the bullying. Dream, it's insane. Like TikTok, like look at the crap they allow on there. Literally, oh, I don't want this person on the platform. Do you own TikTok? You don't have a right to make that allegation. I don't want you on the platform either. Your hair offends me. You offend me. Goodbye. Like seriously, I don't know. It's just like, are you serious? Like, you think of the children. Oh, get a life. You're using that as seriously. You can scroll through TikTok and see women bouncing their boobs and their nipples showing and everything, like through their shirt. And you're gonna tell me that that's like really? What have I done on TikTok that offends anybody? Seriously, nothing. So stay mad. Stay mad. That's his business, flop era.
You know what? Really, it amazes me that she just doesn't get it. She just doesn't get it. She thinks that by being hateful and snotty to people, that this is going to make her more money. Have you ever heard the old saying, Chantal, that you get more flies with honey than vinegar? Yet you keep tossing out dishes of vinegar at people. You think that's the path to success. You think the tactics that you use on YouTube to make money are going to work on TikTok. And it's not. It's absolutely not. And the whole being snotty and thinking that that's going to make you rich, it gets old real fast. Especially when on TikTok and on YouTube, there's lots of places that people can go. They don't have to put up with a YouTuber or a TikToker acting that way. You need to keep that in mind. That if people don't like what they see and what they hear, all they got to do is just go to somebody else and forget about you. You only get one chance for a great first impression. You blow it, you blow it. So you can cut it out with a smug attitude. You can just cut it out with that. It's not charming. It's not going to make you rich. It's not going to make Sala rich either. You're coming off like a spoiled, rotten, evil toddler. And it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
TikTok blocks. Yes, Lolo. So I'm just frustrated and I'm just venting my frustrations, which everybody else can have.
You know what? You shouldn't do that. You should not use your YouTube channel as your therapy session. And that's not me putting down anyone who goes to therapy. See, your problem is you don't go to real therapy and talk stuff out with somebody who would actually help you. You want people to pay to listen to you gripe and complain. And you don't stop and think about the fact that the people that come to your channel, they may have their own problems. They may have their own stress, and they come on YouTube to be entertained. They don't want to listen to you day after day after day talking about the same things over and over. They want to be happy once in a while. If they're coming to a channel and it's negative all the time, it is draining. It's boring. Okay? You got issues? Talk to people that can help you. Don't try to use your chat as a form of therapy that pays you and not the other way around.
Have 5-hour live streams about me, talking and venting their frustrations about me. I have every right to do the same thing. Every right. Is it worth my time? No, probably not. But you know what? I think all of my reporting and bitching does make a little bit of a difference.
Like what?
Yes, it does. So, to the person who thought that they would get away with making a hate channel about me on TikTok,
You know, Chantal, you've been using your channel as sort of like your blog, your diary of sorts, venting to your audience. Has venting to your audience helped you in any way? Has venting to your audience resulted in any positive life changes at all? No. No, you're in a position where you could help yourself. You could help yourself in many ways, but the venting, you may be getting things off your chest. You're taking your personal emotional mental garbage and throwing it onto somebody else's patio and say, here, deal with it, look at it, smell it. And it's not fair. Other people got their own stuff to deal with, but you've been venting about everything for the past few years. Nothing has changed. You vent and then you go no further. You vent and then you don't stop and actually get things done.
good luck. You have a right to do anything you want. It's facts. They can't stand that. It kills them that they can't control you. Gina, yeah, nobody can.
You know what? We don't want to control Chantal. We want her to control herself because that would mean she could make changes in her life. We don't want to control Chantal. We don't want to control her. Only Chantal could control Chantal.
The gaming bees, yeah, we've been planning that. Hella nervous. I think the biggest thing is not watching and wasting time on anyone. I mean, come on. I don't know. I'm starting to see who's real and who isn't for sure. Yeah, honestly, blogs, it's like, it's true. It's just like ridiculous. I was so like taken aback. Like when I saw her live stream, I was like, because she's acting really nice. Like she's not insulting like in a mean way. Like me when I'm angry, I can be nasty. Like I freak out like I am now. But at least I'm not fake. Like, I'm not gonna like sit there and be like she'll sit there and be like, well, and I don't want to hate on anybody, and me and Mr. Moo, we just mind our business with Flenderman and our reborn dolls, and yeah.
Again, this is Chantal. One minute she's nice to your face. The next minute, if you make her angry, she's gonna fire off a live stream. She's gonna start up a live stream and humiliate you. If she knows how you look, if she knows anything about your life, she's gonna use what she knows to humiliate you in front of an audience.
And but her claws were growing into the pads, and yeah, and
Even if two people are real life friends, and let's just say they agree to disagree or the friendship is over, they can just walk their separate ways and never speak again. It doesn't have to be a case of one friend is mad at another friend and they get on YouTube and then they publicly humiliate them. If you're really friends with somebody and you agree to disagree, or you've reached a point with that person, they reached a point with you where the friendship is just over, you can walk away and not say a word about each other after that if the friendship was real.
And I explain that. I explain that. So your first reaction is to go and give what's her face money. Nice. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyway, not a big loss, honestly. They are terrifying, Lulu, the dolls, yeah. I mean, if your beezers don't take up for you, then who will? That's why we're beezers. Tracy, yeah, like I'm not allowed to have supporters or what? You know what I mean? Like, no, everyone else can have a hug box. Everyone else can have a community to hate on me, but I'm not allowed to have anybody to care or like me in my life or to have real friends. I have none. None, none, none. No, I do.
I can see why. Who would dare to be a friend of Foodie with the way that she's behaving? Who would dare? Who would dare strike up a friendship with her if they knew about her YouTube channel and seen the way that she behaves to people that she calls her friends?
do have some, but like I just have a headache at this point. It's so ridiculous. I hate this whole community. I want like I'm this is why like honestly TikTok it's like they don't have the same mentality on there. Like I know people are all like, "Oh, she's gonna be trending as an animal abuser." No, I'm not. No, I'm not. One person or two people make those videos, and you know what I mean.
Oh, so you're basically admitting that you like TikTok because not everybody is aware of you yet. Okay, got it. Well, that'll change.
Like, who cares? Like, nobody cares in the grand scheme of things of this drama on TikTok. TikTok is bigger. TikTok is more fun. Um, there's nobody like it's just it's not the same at all. TikTok has stricter rules on bullying than YouTube. It really does. They took it down like right away. Bloop.
Don't use that word. It's not your word.
I like my chocolate dark. If you want to be, I ain't worried about my candy. Because my lucky number is 60. Okay, I gotta use that, Mimi. And guess what? Guess what? Well, the rest are in the kitchen, but oh, I filled the bowl full of chocolate bars. They're still here. Just because we buy chocolate bars doesn't mean they're all for me. Just because I'm fat.
Well, here's the thing, Foodie. You just said a few minutes ago you don't have friends. Didn't you just say that? You have no friends. You're in Kuwait now, and you basically stay home all day. You don't hang out with anybody. And we know that you don't hang out with other women, and you're not about that life of getting to know a man just as a platonic friend. So if Sala doesn't live there, who's the candy for? If you're the only one in the house, that means you're the only one eating it.
I'm tired of being fat shamed also by people who are bigger than me. Stop projecting, okay? It's embarrassing.
I'm just going to say it, Foodie. Look, your weight is your business. If you want to be 700 pounds, 800 pounds, nobody can stop you. But awfulness and evilness, they are not limited to a certain number of pounds. You would still be an awful, evil, vile, feral person if you were smaller. In fact, you'd probably be worse. So you strike me as one of those people that you're awful now. But let's just say for a moment, let's just say you were 120 pounds. You went the other way. You lost all the weight, right? You're not 500 pounds anymore. You are 120 pounds. Let's just say that happened. You would be that person that you would be making fun of people who are bigger. You would be so vain and so narcissistic and so self absorbed that you would make fun of people that were bigger. your ego would be 1,000 times worse. You would think you were the bomb, and you would make fun of everybody around you that was bigger than you. Everybody. So it doesn't matter if you're 500 pounds or 700 pounds or 120 pounds. Evil is evil. Pounds have nothing to do with it.
There's 3 billion people in China eating cats for dinner. People need to relax. Right. Seriously, exactly. It's like, what's his face? Zach clutching his pearls, being like, her video is disgusting. It's a chicken. Do you eat chicken? Then shut it. Oh my god. Oh, sorry, I'm behind you. Rumble, here we come. FG is milking the BBJ situation. Today was streaming for 3 hours, but she didn't show the receipts of the vet. She said she will show it another day. She is milking it hard. Yeah, that's her whole life is my leftovers, is trying to take things from my life to keep up her crappy community. That's what her life is. Imagine being that miserable. Uh,
Says the most miserable person on YouTube.
mental health is more important than money. Exactly. It's you versus the entire gore world, as far as I'm concerned.
You know what, guys? We're almost at 2 hours. I know that we're only like half an hour in, but you guys get the gist of this whole thing. She is mad at Missy Moo over something that happened a while ago, and she needs something to talk about. She needs something to rage about. So how pathetic is this, that she's raging about something that didn't even happen today? It happened like, what, a week ago? But she's got to have something to rage over. She's got to have something different. So let's just go in the closet and find something old and pull it out and dust it off and see if it makes a little bit of money. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, so I'm done here. Hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and please have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.